Hello and welcome back to the Motorhome Review channel. In this video I'm going to be giving you a first look at the Pilote Atlas range for 2026. Now the Atlas range is Ford based and it's their semi-integrated compact motorhome range, and by compact I mean width as opposed to length. There's 4 layouts available in the Atlas range, ranging from 6.3 metres, which is the one here we're going to look at first of all, and then 6 metres and 99 centimetres, which we'll look at secondly. So out of the 4 layouts today, we'll be checking out 2 of them. That's the 630G and then the 690GJ. Now both of these layouts are new for the 2026 season. So let's dive in and find out what we need to know. So making a start on the Atlas 630G by the French manufacturer Pilote. I've already told you it is based on Ford. Standard, you'll get the 2-litre diesel engine, 165 horsepower and automatic transmission. Now this one is the smallest in the range. It's 6 metres and 30 centimetres long. It's 2 metres and 20 centimetres wide, and it's 2 metres and 88 centimetres in height. Now the good thing is all the Atlas range are 3.5 tonne motorhomes, so you can drive these on your standard car licence. If you have got C1, you have got the option to uprate this to 3,550 kilos, which will just give you an extra 50 kilos on your payload. The 630, you're going to get a good payload, 685 kilos. Prices start at around £73,200 and it comes standard as a 2-berth motorhome with 4 travel seats. You can add additional berths. This one here at Davern, where we're filming, has been built up to a 5-berth with 4 travel seats. Let's make a start at the front. Now, I've already told you it's based on the Ford. As standard at the 73,000, the Atlas range will come with the white cab, or you can opt, as we can see here, for the Ford Trail Pack, and that's going to give you the grey cab and the alloy wheels. This one here at Davern also has the Grand Comfort Pack, and I'll talk more about that. So all of the Atlas will have this large front cab, whether it be white or the grey on the Trail Pack. The Pilote logo up there at the top. We'll head off down the offside first of all. Now because this has the Trail Pack, you will get the black alloy wheels as opposed to steel wheels as standard. Trail as well running down there. Now this one here, because it is a European, it's a French manufactured motorhome, the habitation door is on the offside. You'll see as well the awning, that's part of the Grand Comfort Pack that you can add. It's not standard. If you want solar or lithium, you can add those if you wish. The electric step, this is a standard feature in that price point, and we can see the graphics or the decals for the 2026 season. The dark grey, red, white, and then the Pilote logo down there. Moving along, there is an awning light complementing the awning that has been fitted. We have our toilet cassette point, and then down here is where you're going to empty the grey waste. On board you've got some fabulous tanks, 100 litres of fresh water here that you fill, and then 90 litres of grey waste that you dump there. Gas storage for 2 13-kilo gas bottles, and then our garage. Let's take a look at this one. So this is the garage on the 630G. So this runs under the bed, which we'll see when we go inside. So the garage running through. Now because this has got the Grand Comfort Pack, you will also get an external shower that's situated here. There is an LED lighting strip, a plug socket, and then the grey flooring, the tie down points as well in that garage. So you'll definitely get bikes in there and outdoor equipment. I'll close that up and we'll venture around the rear. So the back of the Pilote Atlas. Up here, a rear view camera, the Pilote name. This one has a window, we'll see that layout inside. And then the modern LED lights, these strips at the back. I do like the rear of the Pilote, and it's finished nicely with the black. Let's go down the near side. So on the near side we have our second garage door. I'll open that up again so we can see in here. So we have got some storage drawers as well in the rear there. Continuing down, the vents for the fridge and freezer, as we can see, electric hookup point, and then the vent for the Truma air blown heating. You'll also have the diesel filler point here. It's got a 70 litre diesel tank on board, so a really good diesel tank as well. Right, let's venture around and make our way inside. So as I say, the 630G, it is available from 2 berths, or you can specify further berths like this one here at Davern. The good thing with the door, it has also got a clasp, so when you're opening the door on a windy day like today, it's going to be held back. Inside we have the bar, the concertina blind for privacy, that electric step that I've already deployed, and let's step in. So as we go inside, there is a fly screen coming in, the control panels here in the doorway for the motorhome itself, the Truma air-blown heating, our light switches, electric step button and awning light as well. I'll make my way into the cab. So coming in, on the Atlas, we start here in the front of the Ford. Automatic transmission, the large infotainment screen as we can see there, and in the window you will get the blind on the front windscreen and the side windscreens as well. The fabric, we have this dark grey fabric, the Pilote logo and the armrests finish in the fabric as well. That's always good to see. Now the lounge area, because this one's had the additional berths added, we will have the drop down bed. The drop down bed is an option, that's around £1,760, so if you want to spec your motorhome for more berths you can add that. If you don't want that, you'll have the additional headroom above you. The lounge area, so we have this double bench seat here on the near side, the single there on the off side. Now remember, this motorhome is only 6 metres and 30 centimetres, but the lounge feels really nice and spacious. We have a fixed table here. It has got the telescopic legs, so if this is being used as an additional berth, such as this one at Davern, you'll push that down to change it into a bed. It is also the folding table in the light wood. And then on the near side, there is the window with the concertina blind, these drop down nets here, and then over on the off side we have the solid grey wall, an additional seat belt for this seat here which will turn into one of the travel seats, and then going down we can see our grey flooring, and under here some storage for shoes as you come in through the door as well. I'll close that up, make my way further into the Atlas 630G. Now another thing that I like is the lighting. So Pilote, although it's all really an entry level to mid-level, there's always nice features such as the lighting. Into our kitchen space. Now in here we have the white finish, so we've got light wood and we've got white. Lifting this up, this is quite a high storage unit here in the kitchen, so storage there. The good thing is, as you can see, is the amount of headroom here above me. If you don't have the drop down bed, that's going to continue all the way through the motorhome. A large sunroof above me that opens, and it does have a blind and a fly screen as well. As we come down into the kitchen area, there is this slate effect splashback, the window which opens, again you'll get the blind and the fly screen on there. Some little shelves there, and then a rectangular sink with black cover. So the sink there, black tap, nicely finished, lighting strips again, and then coming along, the wood worktop here, the kitchen surface, 2 gas burners, and then as we move down there is a Thetford gas oven and grill. So this is an optional extra. I think most dealers will spec theirs with the oven and grill, and obviously if you're speccing your own, make sure you add this as well. This option is around £560 for the oven. And then coming down, if I push that in and slide that out, we get to our drawers. We've also got a slight change in colour here. You can see this is a light blue colour finish. And then moving along here, this one is our cutlery tray, and it's nice to see that we do already have the plastic cutlery tray in place there. And then sliding this one out, this is our bin store, so a small bin store there. So storage is limited in the kitchen, but as I always say, you've got to look at the size of the motorhome, 6 metres 30. So that's our kitchen space. Then we'll come across here to our tower fridge and freezer. This is 142 litre capacity. We have our freezer compartment here, and then our fridge there. When you're on electric hookup, this Thetford fridge freezer will run through the electric. When you're off grid, it's going to use gas. So that's that. And just above it, there is a small storage compartment up there as well. Right, let's close that down. Now you'll notice as I've come along, I've stepped up here, so we're on to the next level of the motorhome. There's a fabulous washroom in here. I'll come to that last, but before that, let's take a look at the bedroom space. So back here we have a transverse bed. Beautiful fabric headboard at the back, LED downlighters with USB charging points on each one. This bed is 200 centimetres long and 140 centimetres wide, so a fabulous double bed. At the back, that window that we saw outside, that has a blind and a fly screen. There are some overhead lockers for storage at that back wall, and just here, if I just step up here, you'll see the steps to get on the bed. I'm just going to step on there and open this cupboard space for us. So opening that up, you can see the overhead locker cupboard there, and then storage there with the elastic bands, Pioneer speakers back here, and the grey walling. What I do like on Pilote is they don't just have white walls, there's always a colour scheme, and that's the same back here. So a nice light and bright bedroom space. There is a privacy curtain here, you'll slide that all the way across to give you full privacy across the bed. Now if I step down, we have wardrobe space as well. So if I pull this open, you can see there the two shelves. So nice use of the space, and then a little cubby hole with elastic strip, and then further storage compartment as we drop down. There's also, next to the bed, just in this corner, further storage with a plug socket as well. So again, one thing Pilote do is make sure they cover plug sockets and USBs. So a nice finish back here, and easy to get on this step-up system here, and a good sized bed. Now this is nice. So here, a wood finish, the black strip, the black handle. I'll open this up. There's a mechanism that you push there, and this then opens up. Now, because of the space in the motorhome, I can actually open that quite a long way, so you can see in with me. So I'll demonstrate how this all works. So opening it up into our washroom, there is a large chrome tap, the fruit bowl sink, storage under our sink with elastic bands, nice amount of space there as well around the sink, a further shelf, again with bands, the mirror, LED lighting. I'll step in further. This bar is to hang your towels when they're wet. Above me, the sunroof that opens, there's a blind and a fly screen. There's hooks for towels in here. A nice mirror. It's nice to see we haven't just got a plain wall, we've got this mirror. And then we have our cabinet here, if I just open these up. Shelving there for all our toiletries. There's no additional bars there, but plenty of good sized shelves there. The swivel Thetford toilet with flush. There are vents as well, part of the Truma air-blown heating to keep it nice and warm. The toilet, when you want to use it, you'll swivel it in this direction, obviously close the door. Now the shower, when you want to have a shower, what you need to do is reach up here, there is a clasp, pull that down, and that's going to release this compartment, and that's going to slide across. So let me do that. This now reveals a fabulous size shower, and again, a feature that I like, the walls are not plain and white, it's a stone effect. There's a minimal amount of intrusion from the footwell as well, the foot arch, sorry, wheel arch, 2 plugs, and then the shower itself, which is in chrome, and there's places there to hang or put your toiletries. Let me just step in. It'll give you an idea of space. So here with the wheel arch, it's not overly high, so you don't have to get too high up on there. If you're smaller like me, you could actually stand on it as well. The shower here, which I'll just pull out so we can have a look at that. So that's in the chrome finish there. and the thin pipe effect, as we can see. I'll put that back in, and again it's nicely concealed within this panel. If I step down, there's also a shower screen here, and then the shower itself. So fabulous. Right, let me close that up. So the door, bringing that back across and closing that up. Right, so that is the Atlas 630G, transverse bed at the back, kitchen, lounge, all-in-one washroom, the optional electric drop-down bed. Let's venture on and have a look at our second model. So I will next see you over at the 690. Next we'll move on to the 690GJ. Now there's two 690s available, two different layouts. These are the two longest models in the Atlas range at 6 metres and 99 centimetres long. They're still 2.2 metres wide, 2.88 in height and 3.5 tonnes, 3,500 kilo gross vehicle weight. So again, you can drive them on your car licence. Payload on the 690 is going to be around 575 kilos, but remember it always depends on any optional extras that you do add. This one again is still on the Ford, and this one has the trail pack. We know that because it's got the grey cab and it's got those alloy wheels. Let's venture off down the off side. So as standard, the electric step. This one has the Grand Comfort pack, which has the awning. It also has the external shower as well in the garage. Our water filling point is located in the same place, same as the grey waste. Still got the 100 litre fresh tank and 90 waste. Storage for our gas cylinders, 213 kilos. And back here, our garage. I'll open this up. Now again, what I do like is there's a mechanism there, so it's going to hold our garage open. Now, taking a closer look at the garage, another good sized garage here. There's the external shower that I mentioned, the LED light strip, the storage as well in the back near side. And this one has entrance door on the near side and the off side. So fabulous size garages on the Atlas range. Let me venture around the rear of the 690. So at the back, the rear view cameras we saw before on the 630, the black strip with those LED lights on the rear. We'll make our way down the near side. So our second garage door, the vents again, electric hookup, and our Truma air blown heating as well. And you'll notice here as well, pull this out, we have our storage tray. Now this runs across the Pilote range. I always absolutely love these trays. They'll take up to 70 kilos in weight, and when you lift this up, it's a fabulous external storage drawer as well. There is a hole in the bottom, so the benefit of this is if you've been to the motorhome service point, you've filled up with your hose pipe, it's all wet, or you've dumped grey waste with pipes, you can put them in this locker so you have no water sloshing about in your garage. This is a fabulous feature, and I wish more manufacturers actually use this, because I always think that's a big yes. So that's your external slide out drawer locker. I'll push that back in, just turn those to lock it back in place. Right, continuing down, diesel filling point, 70 litre diesel tank. We'll venture in now and take a look at the layout on the 690 GJ. So opening up the habitation door, again, I've already deployed our step for us. This one still has the concertina privacy blind, and I'll go inside. Now, making my way up into the cab space again. Now this one has got the optional drop-down bed as well, around £1,760 as an option if you want that. If you're a couple, then that's probably something you might not be wanting to have fitted. The walls again with the grey finish, the grey upholstery. Now because this motorhome is longer than the 630, we're now at just under 7 metres, we have more space in our lounge area. We have a much longer bench seat here and the addition of a window on the off side. On the near side, again, we have the bench seat and the large window, which does open as well. This one has 4 travel seats as well, so these seats will convert into 2 travel seats in addition to the 2 in the cab. And we can see there our Ford cab up here, nice size sunroof that does open, a storage shelf on here, and then I'll come along and we'll work our way back through the motorhome. So the kitchen is on our near side still. There is a plug socket and USB chargers. That was the same on the 630, so that's on the Atlas range. Our splashback, our storage cupboard here, so opening that up. Now the drop down bed in the 690 is slightly wider than the 630. So this one is 200 centimetres long and 140 centimetres wide. And because of that, this cupboard has lost a little bit of length that we saw in the 630. So that's again something to consider. Coming down, the sink with the splashback cover there, our sink cover, the little shelves, and then our 2 gas burners. This one again fitted with the Thetford gas oven and grill. And as we saw in the 630, on the 690 we still have our cutlery tray and our pull out with the bin compartment as well. Let me close that up. Moving back, there is our Thetford Tower fridge and freezer again, 142 litres. This is the absorption, so when you're on electric hookup it's going to run through electric, and then when you're off grid it's going to run off the gas that you'll have in your gas locker. The shower room, I'll come back to that in a minute. Let's move back into the bedroom space. I'll just climb up on the steps. Now back here we have what's known as longitudinal beds, or you can call them single beds or twin beds, but in Europe they're known as longitudinal. So because this motorhome is longer than the 630, instead of a transverse bed, we've got these longitudinal beds. These are good length, 200 centimetres long and 80 centimetres wide, 192 centimetres long and 80 centimetres wide. So even if you're a tall couple, you're going to be all right on these single beds. Now, along the wall here on the off side, we have a bank of overhead lockers. I'll just open this smaller one and then this larger one here. So the lockers running round and across the back, and then there's open storage with the elastic bands, Pioneer speakers, and there's the downlighters as well. Back here, USB charging points as well, which is fabulous to see. Let me close these up. Now moving along, fabric headboard, and you also benefit from the privacy screen here as well. That's going to slide across. In the middle, you can make this a double bed. There is a cushion that's going to slot in the middle. You can pull this out and there's a ladder. The ladder is used for this bed, and there's a ladder to be used for the drop-down bed as well. Turning around, coming down the near side wall, more lockers, and again the grey wall, so it's not plain and white. Windows, now these drop down here, these blinds, and there's also the concertina blind that pulls up, and that window does open. So a nice light and bright bedroom space, and a sunroof here and lighting. Let's move down and have a look at some further storage. So obviously I'm stood on the step at the moment. Let's open this. Now there's a little clasp here. You pull that towards the front of the motorhome and then open this up. Now in there, that's the ladder that I mentioned to climb on the beds. You've got storage there under the near side bed. And here on the off side, they've made use of the storage with this collapsible storage box. So that's quite a nice feature. And there is a little lip there to stop it flying out when you're going around corners on your travels. So yeah, good use of the storage. Let's have a look at the washroom. So coming along, this has got that clasp again that you just push towards the front of the motorhome. And then if I open this up, we see the same styling that we saw in the 630. So the mirror, chrome tap, so it doesn't match the sink in the kitchen, slight difference, storage under there, and then dropping down. What I'll do, I'll just step in and pull that clasp again. So pulling down, it's a simple mechanism, and sliding across just to demonstrate exactly the same shower cubicle. It's replicated again, nicely finished as well. And our shower screen. Now the 6 90 GJ starts at around 73,700. This one at Davern, where we're filming today, has the optional extras of the Ford Trail Pack and the Grand Comfort as well. But otherwise, you would be starting at 73,700. So I think the level of equipment and the finish at that price point is pretty good. Right, let's close that door up. So the GJ, we have longitudinal beds, loads of storage back here. This nice washroom, nicely finished, not too basic at the price point. Fabulous tower fridge and freezer. The kitchen with the oven and grill. For me, the compromise on the Atlas range is storage in the kitchen, but these are small and compact motorhomes. They're compact in length and they're compact in width. So there's always a compromise, and for me, that's where it's going to be. This one here again with the electric drop-down bed and storage underneath. If you don't need the drop-down bed, you will benefit from more headroom and that fabulous lounge as well. It's just worth noting as we come outside, when I talk about compact width, 2 meters 20 instead of the usual 2 meters 30 on many motorhomes, the sides are a lot narrower. It's a narrow width there. So the benefit of that is these are quite agile, low profile or semi-integrated motorhomes. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at 2 of the Atlas layouts by Pilote. I'm going to put a link in the description to the Pilote website so you can find out about the Atlas range and also about their Fiat-based Pacific range as well, because that might be another one that you're interested in. Thank you to Davern Caravans and Motorhomes down here in Somerset who've let us come and film today. That is appreciated. I'll put a link to them in the description as well, and you can check out all the Pilotes that they have available. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.